United Spurs of America, with your hosts, Michael and Jacob.
Hello, everyone, and welcome into another edition of the United Spurs of America podcast. And this time, once again, it is live, special edition on YouTube as well, on the United Spurs of America YouTube channel. Michael and Jacob, your hosts as always. Welcome in, everyone. And it is the first official pre-match preview of the 2022-2023 season. Jacob, Tottenham versus Southampton tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. for us, Mountain Time. So that is what, 3 p.m. UK time over there across the pond. Regardless, match week 1. It actually starts today with Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. But regardless, the real match week 1 starts tomorrow, my friend, at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. How are we feeling? We have some special guests lined up as well.
I'm feeling pretty wet and ready to go. If I'm honest, I'm like a slip and slide right now. You can glide in, glide off. I'm pretty much all surfaces are playable at this point. We're ready to go for the season, internally, externally, mentally, spiritually, all the above, whatever you want to say. We got it inside. Speaking of things that we've got two very special people I want to bring in straight off the top. We got Sean from Spurs Talk Show. How we doing, Sean?
I'm not as wet and slippery as you, but I'm certainly moist. I'm certainly moist. How you guys doing?
Doing good, man.
Great, man. Great. Today. What time is the game tomorrow?
Yeah, 3 p.m.
3 p.m. So you were right. You were right there, Michael.
What did I say?
The next special person I want to bring in, he's actually on the road. We're going to say he's on tour right now. He's coming to your city to pretty much steal your wives. We have Colin in the car. Hopefully he's not on his way to El Paso. But how you doing, Colin? Drive safely out there.
Yeah, no, I'm doing great. Just could pop in for a bit, so I thought, why not? It's good to see you guys as always.
Colin, do you watch college football?
Do I what?
Do you watch college football? Also, you're not familiar with the song "Come In to Your City" like College Game Day? Like this is Colin. Come in to your city. Country, man. It's USA.
No, I'm not familiar, but I love it. And I'm gonna familiarize
Happy Friday
myself.
to you, regardless. Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
I hope you're not coming to my city because you're looking real good right now. You're looking sharp, Colin.
I gotta be honest. I'd be more worried if you didn't have your hands at 10 and 2 on the steering wheel. You look a little bit too correct, and like all things as they should.
No,
be.
keep it proper, Colin. It's been keeping you safe this long.
That's a good example.
If you're coming to someone's city, you gotta be doing this, or you gotta be low riding it. I don't know. Something's gotta be changed. You're 10 and 2, man. 10 and 2.
Something, Medarius.
How's it going, Medarius? How's it going, Cubed? When are you giving me an award for being your #1 supporter and a mod, right?
First mod ever for the channel.
So, welcome in, Cubed. Thank you for joining us today. 7 a.m. Pacific time. Yes, the match is at 7 a.m. tomorrow. 8 a.m. for us, Mountain Standard Time. So thank God it's not as early as it could be. Could be worse.
Cube's on the west coast, so Cube's got it a little earlier than us. Mike must sing every stream. That's true.
Come in to your city. I got you.
Big up, Ian Ferguson. What's up? I hope you're doing good, man. Happy game day eve, folks. Yes. Medarius says, "What's up, fellas? What's up, Medarius? That's my dog.
Yes.
Known him for many years. Man, how are you doing, Michael? You asked how we're doing. How are you doing?
Great, man. I'm excited. I know that there's a lot of people out there, many Spurs fans, who are a little bit bummed out right now because we'll be talking about it a little bit later. But there is some injury news, some injury concern with a few of our players right now in the squad. Some fitness issues as well with another player. So I know some people aren't as excited maybe as they could have been if we had a 100% fully fit squad. Look, man, regardless, I'm just happy that Tottenham Hotspur is going to be on my TV once again on a Saturday or Sunday morning. And the Premier League's back. What else can I say, man? I'm ready. I'm excited.
Do you have a song for, Justin Timberlake? We're bringing football back. You gotta have a song for that. I don't know. You must have.
You gotta bring me one next time. Next time
Okay.
we have you on, you gotta bring a song. All right, Sean, that's your homework. You're
Because you got the guitars. I see you got an electric and an acoustic behind you.
I got like 7. I got one over here as well. I got like 3 in the garage. I got loads of instruments. I see you got a cello behind you.
Mhm.
That's
He's
my
got a
wife.
guitar
That's all
behind
my.
him.
That's my wife. I can play the Jaws, the little na na
Yeah, that's still
na
cool.
na. That's it. Na 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 na. It's just one note, one finger spot. That's it.
Oh,
So
it's cool.
I
It's
can do
still
that.
Something.
I'll tell you what though. I'm really excited. I'm a little bummed about a couple things. I know we're going to talk about everything here in a minute, but my first thing that I want to talk to y'all about, Michael, if you're cool with, is the squad numbers.
Yep.
I feel like, we wanted to see some outgoings. I feel like that would have shaken the number game up a little bit. Sean, are you a numbers person? Do you particularly care? I saw some arguments on Twitter. Some people were like, who the F cares what number you wear? But for me, since I was a kid, in every sport I watched, that was a big part of like recognizing players and associating players and numbers and greatness. And does that play anything for you, Sean?
Nah, not really. Not really.
Yeah, man, he's not having it. He's not having any of your shit today, Jacob.
No, honestly, yeah. Single answer questions. Single word answers. No. Move. Next question. Next question.
Single answer move. Colin said single answer. I'm out of here. Sorry if y'all hear some noise. These guys working on the buildings apparently have the loudest machinery they can outside my window.
It's all right, man. There's some construction outside of my window as well, so I know the pain. I know the pain. For me, man, I think I care more than people who don't, but I don't care as much as people who do care. So like I'm like in the middle. You know what I mean?
I love it. Yeah.
I'm just in between. I'm in the gray area. Look, this is what I will say. So yes, the squad list numbers are confirmed for the Premier League this season for Tottenham. And a certain player who Jacob likes very, very much, who's probably his new favorite player other than Sonny on the squad, Yves Bissouma, his number preseason was number 38, and now it is confirmed that his Premier League squad number is 38 as well. So I know, Jacob, you're a little bit bummed out. I am as well. I thought number 8 would look a little bit more clean on him. I do like to have our players look clean while they're on the pitch, as clean as possible, if you will. But you know what? You mentioned it in the preseason, Jacob. The number has kind of grown on me. He makes it look good. 38 isn't the worst number in the world. I don't know how you're feeling.
It's not the worst thing in the world. I see all sides of the argument. I guess if, my wife would say I'm pretty particular sometimes when it comes to food or when it comes to doing things in general. I don't like to leave the house. So I'm, it's just a particular feeling, but I will say, 37 on Kane was it 37, 38?
38.
38 on Kane.
For what? Oh, for Kane? Yeah, 37. Sorry, I thought you were talking about Bissouma
Okay.
still. Yeah, 37 Kane.
I'm trying to not digress and talk about Adama when we talk about 37, but when Kane wears 37, it didn't really look right on him either, but the real ones got they copped the jersey. So I feel like this is a good moment for me to prove that I think this guy's going to be the real deal. I'm going to cop the goofy looking number 38 and I'll even cop him when he gets to A. Who cares?
Is there a restriction? Is there any rules around how high your number can be? I know that, what's his name?
I think 69 is banned, right? I don't think
69
anyone
is
can be
probably
69.
banned, right? And there was the guy from Liverpool.
That's so
Trent.
dull. Why they ban it?
I know.
But
I
Trent
know.
does Trent have 66? Or
He does,
66,
but that's
yeah.
because I remember hearing something, and don't
He's
take
the
my
devil-
word for this.
he's a devil worshipper or something, right?
No, it needs one more 6. If he got like a 6 tattooed on the back of one of his arms, then I'd be concerned. But I think the rule was if you're non-academy, you can't go above 40 or 50, and then if you're academy, because those numbers are reserved for academy or homegrowns, I guess. And since Trent Alexander-Arnold was that, he could keep 66 for himself since he came from the academy. But like Basuma couldn't come in and say I want 66 or I want 77 or whatever.
So you couldn't say my lucky number is 117, and
yeah, I don't think you're allowed triple digits.
No?
I don't think you're allowed triple digits.
Liga MX does. In the Mexican league, you can have triple digits. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Liga
that.
MX, there's like they go up to like 300 or 400, something like that.
I have no problem with it. You know, the club makes more money on shirt sales from, you know, it costs you an extra £5 for every number you pick.
What's up, Colin? Leo. Sorry, Colin and Leo joined me the other night on the Spurs pop-up. I guess it's still... I was like 2 days ago. I think it's still bleeding over into me. Yeah, what's up, Leo? He says, what's up? What's up, Bob Spurs? Says, big up, you beautifully average-looking people. Too much hair on this stream for my liking.
Yes,
hey, man,
sir.
you're welcome. You're welcome
you
to
want
come
the
on.
hair? You come to United Spurs of America.
You want the wetness?
Come on down.
You want that damp seat? You want that slippiness?
you looking for the snail trail, buddy? You came to the right place. You're here. We're here. It's all happening. Big up Bob Spur TV. Thank you for joining in today. Big up C Cubed. Everyone who's in the chat. I'm just going to kind of run through some of these comments here before we really start giving you the hard questions, Sean, because this is the first time you've been on a live stream on United Spurs of America channel. So I just want to thank you first off for coming in.
Is it? I don't think that's true.
You were on the show that we did on the other channel, but for this channel, because I guess technically this is like our third live stream, really. Okay. So it's everyone's first. Well, it's your first time on this channel. So
I'm breaking my cherry in an incredibly moist and clammy way, and it's
in a different way, different way, slightly different way,
a new way, if you will. Yeah. Bobby K loves playing with his little flute. Oh yeah. Big ups, everyone in the chat. Okay, so Cube says Busy will still get number 8. Winks will leave eventually. Isn't the rule that what you start with, like you can't, once you start with the number at the beginning of the season, you can't change in the middle of the season?
I want to say that's true, but I don't know the official rules. I don't know the official rules.
I'm not really a rules guy.
Yeah, me neither.
I did an entire show on my channel about 3 weeks ago aimed at looking at the homegrown players. And I literally didn't know the rules on what I did no research. I came in with all these questions, and people in the comments were like, I don't think you understand the homegrown rules at all, Sean. And I was like, well, okay, well, can we learn at the same time then? So yeah, I'm not a rules guy. I don't know about the squad numbers.
Nah, me neither, man. But I mean, what was it? Skip was 44, right? He was once 44 or 47. What was it? So
Skip?
Yeah, remember?
He was
not Skip.
Skip was 29.
No, that was Winks.
Oh, I don't remember.
Wasn't Skip 44?
Oh, he was like 43 or 47.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. I do remember that. So maybe the rule is over 40 for homegrowns.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what the rule is. We're figuring things out here live. And
We are.
And I think that's a beautiful thing.
No, but regardless, squad numbers are confirmed for this season. Basuma is 38. Jacob, it remains to be seen if he will get a Basuma kit. I think he will. If I'm putting my money on yes or no, I'm putting it on yes.
Who do you think's going to sell the most shirts of the new players?
Of the new players, I would say either Richarlison or Perisic. I've been hearing some people on social media have been saying Perisic, but then also Richarlison's kind of like that flashy one, you know?
Perisic is only here for a couple of years, right?
Yeah. Richarlison could be here for a long time. You never know.
I've been seeing more photos of Richarlison's jersey than I've seen.
I think I would rather get a Richarlison jersey than a Perisic one, personally. If he does well,
I'd rather get Longley, I think.
But he's really only here for a year.
Yeah, but that's just because I like to throw money around willy-nilly. You know, like to go. People like to see me and go, "Oh, that guy's got money to burn. He's getting a low knee on the back of his." You know, that shirt's got to go next season.
No, that's a fair point. Ian Ferguson asked, "Does anyone wear number 0 or 00?" Not in this sport. I believe that's only basketball.
Yeah.
Apparently, players used to get to wear 69, but not anymore. Who did you say you think would get the most jersey sales, Sean? You said Richarlison?
No, I don't. I think the guy who will get the most of the new guys would probably be Richarlison. But I personally, if I was to get a shirt, then it had to be a new guy. I would get Longley, just because it's just audacious, isn't it? You know?
It is. Big shout out Cody Mack. He's got the Emerson kit.
Yeah,
that's pretty ballsy.
Yeah.
It's a bold statement, and it's also he's a man of his word. So
might be good for another season.
Ever since he got that shirt and he put it on Twitter, Emerson's performances went.
And the compilations too.
That's what it's called. It's the Cody Mack clout tax.
I think all the rest of these, I really thought like 22 or 23 would be a solid choice for like Bissouma. I don't know. Maybe he just wants the 8 somewhere on his kit. Maybe he didn't think that he would. Maybe he really thought that he would end up with 8. But you know what? I'm starting to get to a point where it's just like I'm just gonna ride with what we got. I don't care the number anymore. I'm starting to not care the name on the back. It's starting to be what it's gonna be. And I think at some point you just kind of gotta put your heels in and really rally around the team that you got. And what do we got? A couple more weeks until the summer window's officially closed.
Yep.
Then we really know who we got. But as far as the numbers go, I think that's it.
Yeah, for sure. I also wanted to bring up real quick, guys. There was a rumored 11 today that did drop, and I wanted to go through it with Mr. Sean. I don't know if you saw it on Twitter, man. Did you see the one that was like rumored to have been training together today on the pitch? All right, I'll share it real quick. Hold on. Here we go. So this, shout out at whoever the fuck on Twitter, very reliable source that me and Jacob do heavily use.
If you don't follow them on Twitter, it's at whoever the fuck.
Yeah.
They're really reliable source. I often send stuff to people.
I actually want to go and grab that handle. Let me see if it's available.
Yeah. Imagine if Sean gets it and then we literally have a source that is called at whoever the fuck. It'd be a full circle moment on this podcast. But yes, regardless, this was the rumored 11 that was seen training together on the pitch. Romero, Dyer, Longley. That's the one that surprised a lot of people, along with Emerson and then Sessegnon. And Conte said it in his pre-match presser that Perisic was still building up his fitness ever since he had that calf injury to end the season last year. So Sessegnon
makes sense
in the 11, and then Longley. Maybe Davies misses out either on just fitness / injury. Maybe he still has that knock. That
he's injured. He's definitely out. He's out until I think he misses the Chelsea game as well, from what I've heard about Davies.
So I guess, Conte is comfortable enough with Longley sticking him there in the 11 because we know that he had used Davinson Sanchez a lot on that left-hand side of the back three throughout preseason. But me personally, glad to see that Longley is in there instead of Sanchez on the left. And then we have Højbjerg and Bentancur. We know that Yves Bissouma is going to be out tomorrow, or at least he's doubtful, not confirmed yet out. But Conte did say that they were probably going to be very cautious with him just because he did pick up a slight knock. And then up front, we know that Richarlison is suspended for the first game of the season after being suspended by the FA for the flare incident and the Everton crowd. So Kulusevski comes into the 11 with Harry Kane and Sonny as well. But Sean, first thoughts overall from this 11 that you're seeing right here, and initial impressions?
Yeah, it makes sense if that's the system. I guess the frustrating thing is that we've signed 6 players, but 5 of them are unavailable. Typical, isn't it? So it's essentially the same team as what we ended the season with just Ben Davies being swapped out for Longley. And I don't know how everyone feels about Ben Davies as a player or Clement Longley. Time will tell with Longley. I personally have got a lot of hope for Longley, but
a lot of people do, and it's positive for me at least because I haven't really watched him too often before he joined Tottenham. So for me, it's actually kind of encouraging to see that a lot of people are really excited to see him perform this season.
Yeah. But listen, I like Ben Davies as a player as well. I think Ben Davies' best season at Tottenham was last season. I think he was very reliable, and so it makes sense. The 11 that you put up there is probably bang on. It's just a shame that start of the season and we're essentially as we were last season, despite having had a really, what some people would call a very busy window thus far. I think we've got enough there to take on and do a better job against Southampton than we did last time out. The only thing I'm a little bit surprised with is if Emerson is first choice, then why did Doherty play 75 minutes against Roma?
Yeah, yeah, that was another thing for me is that right wing back position as well. Emerson going in there in that rumored 11, and my thoughts were the same thing, Sean. We had seen Doherty there, we had seen even Lucas Moura there a little bit during preseason as well. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe Conte's just going with the players that he sort of trusted to end the season and that he kind of leaned on to really drive us to that Champions League spot. So for me, I think maybe there's just a little bit of familiarity. Maybe he thinks that the other players need to work their way back in. Like Doherty, he's been out for a long time with that injury. So I don't know. I was kind of thinking along the same lines as you, though.
There's also I mean, Southampton are, if you're going to look at, if any part of the thought process is to try and nullify Southampton's threats, Kyle Walker-Peters is a very busy offensive kind of right back, and James Ward-Prowse can drift out to the right as well. So maybe if he's looking at the opposition and thinking, where are they going to pose a threat to us, then it's down our... Oh, no, sorry, that's down our... Sorry, I'm thinking... yeah, is that right? No, I'm sorry, I'm in reverse. Kyle Walker-Peters is right back. Who's the left back for Southampton? Sorry, I'm talking nonsense. Who's the left back for Southampton?
It's not Livramento, is it? Or what is
yeah.
His name?
Yeah, Livramento. Yeah, he's another good player. He's a good player as well. So maybe he's thinking... Maybe he's thinking, let's just be solid defensively, and Emerson probably offers a little bit more of that than Doherty does. But I can't really make more sense of it than that, to be honest. I would have thought Doherty was a shoe-in to start.
Yeah. I want to take a moment real quick, not to digress, but to just interject and say, big up Leo Coy's 1882s in the house. Became a supporter officially today. That makes him our third, pending fourth sponsor of the show. So big ups to Leo. You're becoming part of the founding members society that we're building here at United Spurs of America. And if you would like to become a sponsor and you want to get in on this founding members society, you want to be part of an exclusive club, join the sponsor list. We got the family: James Joris, J. Co., Mile High Hotspur, and three Spurs boys pending. That's Bobby K and his two beautiful sons, who stream on their channel there. If you don't check them out, maybe you should. As well as Mile High Hotspur, James George, J. Co. They signed up the other day when we did a pop-up, so big up to them.
They did.
Again, go to anchor.fm/United Spurs of America. I'll post it in the chat, and I'll pin it at the top. If you want to be a sponsor too, you want to get in on the Founding Members Society, you want to just help out this podcast grow, we got some merch coming on the way. You get first dibs. We're also taking opinions about what people want to see first. We've heard scarves. We've heard top hats from Cubed. Cubes won top hats. I don't know about top hats. We may do some kind of hat. But
dad hat for sure. I need a new dad. I need a United Spurs of America dad hat.
I would like a top hat.
Yeah. You would like a top hat?
A top hat that doesn't just sit on the top of your head. That's almost like it wears like a cap. Like it does hug the back of your head and sits on, but then on top of the cap, it's got a big, giant, top hat style theme to it.
That's maybe 2 votes for top hats. We may have to work some kind of top hat deal.
Custom top hat, not a top hat that you wear to a wedding that's never really on your head, and you're always worried that whenever you move to the toilet or do this or that, it's going to fly off. A hat that actually sits, in accordance with comfort. So.
Send me some pictures, man. I need to see some pictures, but
I have to draw it up. I don't think these things exist. I'd have to, get my artistic side.
Big ups to everyone. Sorry if I missed anyone in the chat, but big ups, Leo. Thank you for being a sponsor. Sorry for interrupting. I just wanted to. Good, I just saw that email come in. I saw him in the chat.
No, once again, just wanted to say real quick, thank you guys so much for who have already hit the support button on anchor.fm/United Spurs of America. It really does mean a lot, and Jacob does mean what he says. There will be merch on the way. We've already been talking about it. So t-shirts, I think, are mandatory right now. I think that's what we've really decided on, along with the possibility of hats, maybe even scarves. So thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart, and I know Jacob really does mean it as well. Thank you guys so much. We really do appreciate the support. We're going out on our own now. We're on our own YouTube channel. We're streaming. We're podcasting for you guys. We're trying to get out this content for you. And we really do mean what our name says. We are the United Spurs of America. We are united. We are one family. And we really do appreciate all the support and the camaraderie, not only in the chats, but in the podcasts and on Anchor as well. You guys have been absolutely fantastic, and thank you guys so much for tuning in to another one of our live streams. We live stream right here every single Friday, 12:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and then 7:30 p.m. UK time. But just like Jacob said, thank you guys so much. We really do appreciate the support. And regardless, nevertheless, Jacob, your thoughts on this starting 11? I know Sean already gave his. I kind of said mine as well. But what were your overall thoughts on this rumored 11 for tomorrow's match against Southampton?
When I look at it, first of all, Christian Romero, that's a beautiful sight to see. Eric Dyer, Clement Longley, we kind of expected that. I think that's a better, if we're operating under the assumption this is the true 11 that we're going to see tomorrow bright and early, I'm going to say that I'm not upset with Clementine, as I like to call him. I'm not going to be upset to see him out there for an injured Ben Davies. I think it's going to be interesting because if he does well, that's going to provide some kind of interesting debate, interesting little battle for that left center back position. Did not like seeing Sanchez out there. Not going to lie. I think he looked a little out of his sorts, and he's already suspect at times in his parent position, if you will. So I think Clementine, he may come good. I hope he comes good. We know with Conte, he likes them center backs to play with the ball at the feet. He wants them to go forward in the attack. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of cool, and that we know that's what he's good at. So let's see it. Emerson, we all kind of felt like this was going to be the starting 11's right wing back. Spence, we don't know if his fitness levels are correct at this moment. We haven't seen him much during preseason. Don't know if he's ready for the Premier League just yet. It remains to be seen. Emerson, he played the majority of it their last season. So Matt Doherty, I think, is the sure favorite to come in and be that starter. But I think he's still working back from fitness, as you kind of mentioned before. And if you've read any of the reports, like, he's still coming back. Perisic is still coming back. That's why the Sessegnon thing to me, excuse me, it's a little alarming because I really wanted to see Perisic get it going versus, no offense intended, but a lower, let's say, bottom 10 of the league type of team in Southampton. And that's no disrespect. This is a beautiful league, very competitive league, but I think that would have been a good kind of warming up for Perisic to get them things going. You saw he was shooting versus Roma. He was pulling them things from far out. We wanted to see one go in. I hope he can start. I hope this is just not indicative of what we're going to see tomorrow, but more indicative of just kind of like what they've been talking about as far as his fitness and his health levels at this moment. Now, the midfield's where it's kind of interesting. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, Rodrigo Bentancur. I think that this is a very solid...
What accent was that?
You like that? Rodrigo Bentancur.
It sounded like Bobby Kay doing an Indian accent. Oh, yes. Rodrigo Bentancur. Yes.
Bentancur.
Big up Bobby K. Big up Bobby K. I was not trying to do a Bobby K impersonation. I apologize. But this midfield pairing, this is what helped get us Champions League, so I have no problem with it. Same thing with the front three. Dan Kulusevski, Harry Kane, Heung-min Daddy, Heung-min Hung, Heung-min well-rounded. I don't care what you want to call him.
Heung-min third leg.
Heung-min
Girth. I like that one.
Heung-min Girth. Yeah, there we go, Sean. Coming in with some pizzazz. I like it.
He's on the train. We have a theme on this podcast and this show, Sean, that you either get on the train or you get the fuck out of the way, and you're driving it right now, my friend.
Well,
that is
choo-choo.
Get out of the way. Get out of the way. But yeah, I agree, Jacob. I think I'd be a little bit more uncomfortable if let's say we were going to Stamford Bridge and playing a team like Chelsea right now. But I think at home against Southampton, you mentioned it, the midfield, this is what got us the Champions League football. We're not playing a top 6 side by any means. I think this is okay for now, but if this was a Man City or even like a Wolves or a Leicester City at this moment, I think I'd be a little bit more concerned. But for me, Southampton at home, I'm okay with this lineup. We still have Harry Kane. We still have Heung-min Daddy. We still have Kulusevski, who was absolutely phenomenal to end the season. We still have Romero and Dyer back there, who had a great season as well. And then Hugo Daddy still in net. So for me, I think I'm okay. I'm excited to see Longley. I think that's for me. If I have anything to say about this 11, I'm excited to see how Longley performs against a Premier League side. You mentioned it, Jacob. It's a beautiful league. All teams are tough. And we've mentioned it before on this podcast. There is no guaranteed win, no matter who you are playing in the Premier League. So for me, let's see how Longley gets on with the rest of this back three. Let's see how he forms. Maybe a little threesome, like we've been saying, that Davies, Romero, and Dyer threesome that we saw last year. Hey, maybe we shake things up. Maybe we can get some nice rotation in there. If Longley can perform, it's only going to make us stronger, obviously. So for me, I'm excited to see how some of these new guys perform. Hopefully Perisic, maybe Bissouma can come off the bench. I don't think I'd rather rest Bissouma for Chelsea than risk him against Southampton. But for me, hey, if Perisic is still building up his fitness, give him 30, 35 minutes on the pitch, and then let's see how he performs as well. Maybe he can get a goal as well. I don't know. But for me, I'm excited. I'm trying to stay positive.
I think that it's just exciting. When you look at the team that got us Champions League, the part that makes me disappointed is not to see some of the newer additions to help bolster that squad that helped us get Champions League. But they were still an exciting team to watch there at the last half of that season. I mean, we were up, down, this way, that way, and it was fun. It was a carnival ride, but hell, if you don't enjoy the ride, like, why you even show up to the fair? That's kind of the way I see it. So, like I was saying, when it comes to Bissouma's number, I think I'm just going to ride with the homie and just get his jersey anyway. Say, fuck it. I don't care what number you got because I believe in you. I believe in this man. I believe whenever Conte gets him really sorted, it remains to be seen the chemistry that he will or maybe have with either Bentancur or Højbjerg with him, but it just all remains to be seen. And like you said, it's just exciting because while it's all remaining to be seen, like I just want it to be seen. I just want to see it. I want to watch it, and I can't wait for tomorrow. So I'm super excited. Sean, how are you feeling? Are you feeling positive? Or are you feeling apathetic? Where's your mood at?
I'm currently in very excited mode. I'm sitting on towels just to soak up that.
Okay, here we go.
The moisture.
That moisture. I got the aircon on because it's just leakage all day long at the moment.
Hell yeah!
And but I've got one eye on the Arsenal Crystal Palace game. That obviously they're 5 minutes in, and Arsenal look pretty good, dominant, and they just they should have been 1-0 just then. So. I'm really excited about Tottenham, but I've got to be honest. Like I generally going into the start of the season, I'll be honest. I don't want to sound too pessimistic. I'm not that overwhelmed with our business in the summer. I was at one point thinking that when we signed who we signed up till, just before Richarlison came in, up until that point, I was like, well, we've done loads so far, and it's going to get better and better and stronger and stronger. And we were linked with all these awesome players, and then ever since the Richarlison deal, I wasn't then blown away with that, and I wasn't really blown away with we had to get over the idea of signing people like Bastoni or Guardiol, or not even that Hakimi was ever really an option.
The Bremer one hit me hard.
The Bremer as well, right? It all just kind of started to fizzle out a little bit, and I think that other clubs now are doing bits, and I know that preseason doesn't mean that much, but like Arsenal feel like they've got a rhythm, and Chelsea are doing things, even though I don't think there's any particular strategy to Chelsea. So whilst I'm really excited about the season, if I'm entirely honest, I think relatively, like compared to some of the clubs we're competing with, I feel like some of the other clubs seem to be a little bit have filled holes in more important positions than Tottenham have. We haven't filled that hole in the centre back. We haven't filled the right wing back hole. We haven't got that number 10 spot, and so. I'm super excited about tomorrow. I'm not going to talk about transfers, but I'm a little bit hesitant to get super excited because I just think that some of the other clubs that we're competing with have probably have better windows at the moment than we have,
So Sean, can I ask you a question on the spot, my friend? Do you mind?
I don't mind.
Okay. Top 6 predictions for Premier League. What are you saying?
Yeah, Man City are going to do it. I think Man City will be like 12, 13 points ahead of everybody else. I genuinely think. Then I think you've got Liverpool. And but the gap between Liverpool and Tottenham, who I've got in third place, is only going to be 5 or 6 points. I genuinely think that Tottenham are going to get better and better and better as the season progresses, and as the relationships like the chemistry can forge between relationships like, I don't know, Bentancur and Bissouma, or Longley and Perisic, things that we haven't seen very much of in the preseason. But I think over time, Spurs will get better and better and then finish third. I think fourth is Arsenal, and they're only going to be a few points behind us. And I think Chelsea will be fifth. And I think they're going to be only a few points behind them. And then 6th, I think, will probably be a weird one, like a Newcastle, maybe an Aston Villa. I think Manchester United are going to
No
really
United.
struggle. No, I think they're really going to.
I like it.
I think Man United are going to really struggle. I think Leicester are going to really struggle.
Sean, you got a question that came in from our very own Bobby K, part of the Founding Member Society. He says, "What day is it tomorrow, Sean?"
Listen, he's already asked me today to do it, and I can't. I don't like saying it when it's not game day. So
that's fair. I heard you say that on a stream the other day, and you were also working on. You said you were bringing more of a Bruce Buffer-esque.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, because it used to be it's game day, and that was like a little bit cheesy. And so this season, because it's season 2, you have to like every season, you have to change stakes for season 2. You have to get a new love interest. You have to get a new baddie. Things have to change. And so for me,
you got to see who's got it and who's got the bulge going this year.
Yeah.
It definitely varies based on temperature, positional change with the planetary system, and just our ecosystem in general has been changing in the past 12 months. So it's really
climate change, right? Climate change equals game day change.
I agree, but some things do remain the same, like BDE. BDE's forever. If you have BDE, Christian Romero, it don't matter if the sun's setting or the sun's rising. He's got it. So
who do you guys think would win in a fight between Romero and Richarlison?
Romero.
Do you think Romero would be able to take on and win against Skippy and Davinson Sanchez in a fight? Like a 2 against 1.
I think Davinson Sanchez is surprisingly a badass at fighting. I bet you he could throw down. Colombians don't play, man.
I would say Skip and Davinson because it's 2v1 and it's Davinson, but I think 1v1 would be a very interesting question.
Okay, Sonny and Skip versus Romero.
Sonny and Skip versus Romero. Well, Sonny wouldn't fight, so
Sonny wouldn't fight.
Romero,
yeah. I think Romero's gonna be just a world-class center back in a year, 2 years time, and he's working his way. If he continues to, from what we saw him doing at the beginning of last season to what we saw him doing right before he got injured, and even what we've seen, a little bit of tease that we've seen this preseason has been enough to get me to pay admission to the fee to see the Romero show. I don't know about y'all. Is there anyone on the team that you're specifically excited for to see, whether it be their second season or first season, like
how they've grown?
Yeah, just their development. I mean, you see it all the time with players. They take that big leap the longer they get with the team. Not all the time, obviously, with some of the more recent transfers we've gotten, but
I think Kulusevski's going to hit the ground running again.
I hope so. He's in my fantasy.
Yeah. Well, he's a good pick. But I don't know. For me, like for my fantasy, I had to have Sonny as a midfielder, and I had to put Raheem Sterling in as a midfielder. So you can't have two £11.5 million players and also have Kulusevski. So for the time being, Kulu's been put on the sidelines.
Bobby K in the house says Sonny can take them all. South Korean Army. Did you see his test results for combat and shooting? Amazing.
Damn.
Hey,
we didn't say there was going to be weapons involved,
and we also didn't say that he was going to be
combat.
fighting for the South Korea Army. He's going to be fighting his boy Christian Romero. He wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
he wouldn't do it. Yeah, exactly.
Wouldn't do it.
Cube says don't underestimate Sonny. I'm assuming he served national service in South Korea. Got a 10 out of 10 from
Again, that is great, and he served national service, but he wouldn't fight Christian Romero. He just wouldn't. He wouldn't fight Kuti.
I want to say big up Alan Sibley, 10-inch in the house, original 10-inch. Appreciated your viewing. Appreciate you being here. Yeah. No, he's a big supporter of the show. He's always been a big supporter. He's always tuned in. Glad to see he's come over here now that we're on our channel. So appreciate that, Alan. Big ups to you.
I wanted to ask real quick, guys, and kind of move on to the next topic that I wanted to cover here. And it was about injuries. It is. And I wanted to open it up with Sean. We've already kind of discussed and mentioned the players that are either doubts or they are confirmed out for tomorrow's match. But overall, in the sense of like where the team is and where we're at right now, how concerned are you, Sean, personally, with the injuries? Is it anything to be worried about? I know Skippy, look, I know he's unlucky, but again, he's been out for a long, long time.
Yeah, it's madness. And look, we thought we'd, at the start of the season, we're like, oh, don't worry. Or the start of the preseason, we're like, we got Skip back and we got Bissouma. We're pretty good now. We're kind of probably good enough for central midfield. Plus, you got Pape Sarr. But look, we are one injury away in the midfield. It always seems to happen with Tottenham. Like you might only have 3 injuries, but they always are all in the same position. And it's just it's so annoying to start the season with, first of all, basically all of the 4 of the new guys unavailable. Foster's not going to play anyway, and then also to have injuries to a couple of players that we'd like to see back. Yeah, it is a problem, And if Southampton, if something happens in the first 10 minutes of the game again, and either Bentancur or Højbjerg go down injured, then we're back to square one again. We're back to like how it looked at points last season, at certain points in the run in last season. So, but I don't know what you can do about it. Like you just have to. That's just a risk. You can't have 19 midfielders on the off chance that 18 get injured. So you have to just kind of grin and bear it. The good thing, I guess, is that there's you can have 5 subs this year, which does allow you to have slightly different options. And I think Pape Sarr I think Pape Sarr could surprise a few people. I think he'll play a few more minutes than we would imagine, at least until if there's a chance before. Or if
you think he's going to play for Tottenham this season? You don't think they're going to try to loan him?
I think they will, but I think that will I don't think he'll go until the last minute. I think they'll have to get somebody else in first. They're looking for that midfielder, but I don't think they'll loan him out on before Chelsea or whatever, just on the off chance. Because if you do get an injury to Højbjerg or Bentancur, and Sarr's gone and Skip's injured and Bissouma's injured, then what do you do? Harry Winks?
The revival of Winks and Ndombele and Lo Celso. Oh my! That's someone I do not want to see ever again wearing Tottenham Hotspur shirt is Giovanni Lo Celso. I'm so done and over and dusted with this man. It's interesting to me because obviously these guys are gonna get. Oh, I see Cubed in the chat. I just got a notification. Did we just get another sponsor?
Wow, we did.
Did we just get another sponsor?
Cubed. That's what, 5 now? 5 sponsors now, officially, of the United Spurs of America podcast.
4 officially, 5 pending.
5 pending.
Congratulations, guys.
Big ups, Cubed. She wants to get in there in that founding member society. Cubed, I'm adding you to the little banner at the bottom. Big ups. Thank you so much. Big ups. If you want to be a supporter, now's your time. Anchor.fm/United.
Walk me through why. So is your podcast? Do you podcast more than you do stream?
We do both, and typically Michael and I, what we did last season was we would record episodes and just do podcasts mostly, and then the YouTube we would either just go on other people's channels or we didn't really go live on our channel. This is something new that we're trying, the live stream on our channel. But
cool. I like it.
we got asked a few times from James Joris and Jay Coe, like, why don't we have super chats? And that's just because our subscriber numbers are really low right now. We're just starting out, and you can't monetize on YouTube until you hit 1,000 subs. So if y'all want to help us get 1,000 subs, we can get the super chat game going. But right now, this is the way. It's through our podcast that it sponsors. So Anchor is a platform that is partnered with Spotify that we update. Like you can now, so you put this video is going to be up there. If you're watching us on Spotify, what's up? Hit that 5-star. If you're watching this,
so the video is going to be on Spotify.
Yeah, Spotify's now got video.
Do you strip the audio and then release it as a podcast as well?
Yes. So Spotify, you got the ability for both, and Anchor does both. It uploads to say Google Pods, Apple Pods, and Spotify. It puts the audio, but then Spotify it also does the video because of Anchor, and that's who that they pay out Michael and I if we get sponsorship. So you can become a member for 99 cents a month, $4.99 a month, $9.99 a month, and become a sponsor. Right now we got James, George, J. Co, Mile High Hotspur, 3 Spurs boys pending, and I need to update this list. C Cubed in the house.
C Cubed in the house. Thank you so much.
I understand C Cubed. I always thought was a Batman fan. Then I was listening on. I think.
She is.
It's a she, right? Exactly. I was listening on Will Stewart, and I was like, "Oh wow!" I didn't have it. I didn't imagine it was going to be a.
She knows ball too. Yeah, she knows her ball.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Most of the time, really fun. Really fun having her on the other day. Really fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Big up. C.
Look at that. Added her right there.
There it is. There it is.
She wants her top hat and place on Mount Rushmore.
She'll have it.
It's not going to be a top hat. We're working this out. It's going to be like, it's going to have like the grip of a normal hat that comes around your head, and it feels like a baseball cap. But then on top of the baseball cap, it's going to be
an addition to.
Yeah.
So Jacob, how are you feeling with the injury situation that we're currently in? Like, are you concerned? Are you still kind of optimistic? What's going on in your head, man? Talk to me.
That's something that I felt very optimistic about. Straight off the jump was just the depth that we were starting to build at positions that we were starting to think were suspect, right? I wanted to see another Perisic level come in at the right wing back, at the center back as well. Maybe Clementine Longley will be that guy. Maybe. But I'm not concerned yet. I still think we're okay. Like Perisic, he's fine. He's if he doesn't start, he might get some minutes. He may start in the future. He's just working his way back. Doherty working his way back. He's going to be the eventual starter. You
think Doherty's going to be the eventual starter, do you?
I do. I think when he's fully fit, I think Conte saw enough from him to warrant that. I think also
he played really well before he got injured. He was playing really, really well.
And I think that Conte is going to reward his loyalty, if you will, or his willingness to adapt. He said, "Hey, I need a left wing back." He's like, "I got you. I need a right wing back. So I think he's going to reward that because Conte is that kind of guy. You see with Lucas, he doesn't want Lucas gone. He's working him in a new position because he knows he's not going to get work at that right wing position. Probably it's looking like. Yeah. So where else can this is a guy who wants to work for the club? So I'm not too concerned.
But I was so disappointed when I watched Lucas Moura in the right wing back against Sevilla. He was I think the guy's name was Acuna, the left back for Seville. Great, really, really good.
Oh yeah, Acuna, yeah.
Pocketed Lucas Moura to the point where Lucas Moura didn't know what he was doing, and I was disappointed because I was hoping, Arsenal have just scored. Oh no, it's Martinelli. I just thought Lucas Moura was going to have because everyone was asking last season, why don't we try Lucas Moura at right wing back? And I thought I was kind of up for it as well, and then. When he played there, he just got completely embarrassed by that guy Acuna in the preseason friendly. So I don't know if it's an experiment I want to see in real time again.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, they did score.
I want to say, Alan, I saw your comment. Check your DMs on Twitter. I'm hitting you up right now. Big ups, Alan. Thank you for tuning in. Bobby K says, "Why does Anchor not like Canadian money?" I don't know what's going on. I had support on the phone yesterday. I'm going to work it today. I'm going to see what's going on there. But I have your email now, so I'm going to get to the bottom of it, Bobby K. But don't worry. Once it gets official, you still got that third spot. I know you wanted that lucky number 3. You've got it, my friend. You're still there, so we still love you. Anchor will get their act together. They'll get it together. Come on. Michael, are you concerned?
So I kind of alluded to it earlier. This is how I'm feeling. It's Southampton. I think I would be more concerned if we were playing like a top 6 team, a team who's going to be really contending with us for a top 4 spot. But it's Southampton. It's at home. I think the crowd is going to be absolutely fantastic regardless of who we were playing on opening day. So for me, I'm not as concerned as I think I would be as if, let's say, it was a week later and we're going to Stamford Bridge to play Chelsea. Then I would be a little bit concerned, yes. But for right now, I think I'm all right. Let's talk. You can ask me again next Friday. How about that? And then I might be giving you a different answer. But for me,
that's fair.
It's Southampton. I think I'm all right for right now. I'm all right.
I mean, and this is the beginning of the season, right? We're still kind of one game at a time, especially because the window's still open. There could still be some business to be done. I mean, if you think on this day a year ago, Jack Grealish just signed for City, I think. And we still did business after that. We did business the deadline day. So I have full confidence that if Conte feels like we need another this or that, we're going to do it. I mean, I feel confident in that. But it still remains to be seen. I'm just excited for Southampton. I'm glad it's not Stamford Bridge away immediately. At least we get a little bit more time to see if we could get some of them signings to make a impact on the 11.
Yeah, no, for sure. Real quick, I did want to run through. Are you guys ready to share your fantasy teams? Like, is this happening right now? Jacob, did you want to share your fantasy team for this season?
I can show you mine if you want.
All
Let's
right,
let our
all right.
guest go first. Yeah, I want to see Sean's.
Okay. All right.
Because then I might try an audible. And actually, you can't change yours, right?
Too
Once
late
you
now.
make
It's
it.
too late. It's too late. Yeah.
Oh, I'm locked in. I'm locked in now.
Okay. Let me share my screen with you. Okay. Let me know when you have it up. So I got Edison in goal, Alexander-Arnold, Carl Walker, Sven Botman, and Grehi, who's just lost me points because he's conceded. And I've got Thomas Souček, Heung-min Son, Thiago, and Sterling, Harry Kane, and Gabriel Jesus up front. And on the bench, I got Raya, Matty Cash, Anthony Gordon, and Muniz from Fulham.
Okay. I want to ask the chat real quick. So I kind of wanted to run it through like this. Rate the fantasy teams out of 10. So Sean, would you mind leaving it up for just a little bit longer? Zooming it in a little bit. I want to get the chat's reaction, chat's thoughts. I don't know if anyone in the chat does play fantasy Premier League, but for me, I do enjoy it. I play it every single season. I think it's really, really fun. You get like an allowance of I think it's 100 million pounds, and then you have to split it between your 11 players plus your 4 players on your bench. But this is Sean's. Go ahead and give it a rating if you want. But yeah, Sean, I like it, man. I don't think it has enough Tottenham in it personally because you can have up to three people per team. So
Yeah.
I think there's room for improvement, man. You could have given me like a Kulusevski instead of a Gabriel Jesus, But I'll forgive you.
Kane and Son's expensive though.
Kane and Son is very expensive.
Raheem Sterling's very
There's
expensive.
some price. Yeah, that's some
true.
pricey.
You do have Sterling in there.
Plus, Alexander-Arnold's like Trent is 7.5 million, which is super pricey for a. You know what's weird is that Kyle Walker was only like 5 million, and Alexander-Arnold's 7.5. So I might have like just got a little bit too bolshy with Alexander-Arnold.
Bobby K says 4. He says 4 out of 10.
Gives that a 4. Dang.
Parker Wallace says, shout out Parker, Mile High Hotspur. He's in the house. 0 out of 10 because of Jesus. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at as well.
Okay.
They're upset.
Parker says his league doesn't allow Arsenal players. I like that rule.
That's a good rule to have.
That kind of emotional imbalance is why you don't win fantasy Premier League stuff.
That's interesting you say that because no matter what fantasy sport I've ever played, my bias and just general disdain for teams and players who play for teams is so high that it greatly impacts the result. I'd be a much better fantasy and any sport owner if I could just get over some. But it's gross. It feels gross. It feels wrong. It feels like feels like you're not spending Sunday properly. You know what I mean? You're spending Sunday at the wrong house of worship, if you will. Some worship the pole, and I appreciate the pole, but on Sundays I can't. It's the same thing with.
See, the difference for me is that you guys are worried about Jesus because you're worried about Arsenal. Like, if I was to be really like clued into my emotion, I wouldn't have Alexander-Arnold or Thiago in the team or Sterling because I think those guys are going to cause us more. I want Chelsea and Liverpool to fail a lot more than I do Arsenal this season because I think that Tottenham can go on to second or somewhere else but you can't. You have to like divorce your emotions from the trade. You have to sit there and say, at the end of the day, how am I going to win? And you know what the stupid thing is that I'm only in my own league, and my own league there is no prize. The only people that can win anything is anybody but me. I've got to buy a bloody Tottenham shirt for.
Oh,
so there's no.
I want to be in that league. I want a Tottenham shirt. Come on.
It's too late now. The season started. The season started, my man.
So,
you had a 6 p.m. cut off today. So.
All right, boys. So this is mine. This is my fantasy team this year. I am a little bit bummed out because I think Diogo Jota is out this week, so it's a little bit unfortunate for me. Yeah, I didn't realize that everything locked on the first game of the match week. So it's unfortunate for me, but this is like my team I'll be rolling out with for the next few weeks at least. A little bit worried about Perisic just because he's not starting, but honestly, I think there's a possibility he'll come in and maybe even get a goal contribution, an assist or a goal, because he did look really threatening in the final third when he did play in preseason. So, but yeah, for me, got a lot of City, got a lot of Tottenham. That's where I'm at,
Sonny
man.
and Kane, Lucas Dean, Philip Coutinho.
And a Mitrovic. That could be low-key a good signing.
Mitrovic is their best goal scorer for Fulham, and he scored a lot of goals last season in the Championship.
Every time
Hey, this is the year.
Every time
This
he
is
comes
the
up
year,
to the Premier
Sean.
League, he does nothing.
This is the year, Sean.
And you got Aki as well. Does he even play for Man City? I don't think he even
I think
plays,
I think
does
he I think he will. I
Yeah.
think he will.
All right.
Let's see.
I mean,
Remains
yeah,
to be
I mean,
seen.
you've just sacrificed. You've given yourself no chance to get any points from Jota. That's
I
just
know,
sloppy.
man.
Sloppy.
It is sloppy on my part, but you know what? We're
It's
still
week
gonna ride.
week
Still
one,
gonna ride.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, did mine just go straight into the thing?
It did.
Oh, good thing I wouldn't have the wrong thing up.
You haven't
This is
designed your
mine.
kit or anything. You've done none of the fun things. You haven't
The
got your kit
It took
designed.
me so long to finalize a draft, and if you'll notice, my favorite player is missing. And that's
Wow.
just purely a numbers thing, because I really feel like Kane was going to be good to go.
Oh, we mean is Alan St. Maximin. That's an interesting one.
Yeah, I feel like he's
just
going
loves
to.
Saint Maximin.
I do. I think he's going to come in. I think he's going to be solid. I had Cucurella. I didn't realize I should not have him starting right now. If I'm honest, this is the bench I got. Alvarez. He was kind
on
of
the
cheap.
bench.
I feel like he might come in and get some assists and goals for a
Yeah.
pretty cheap option. Neves, pretty cheap midfielder. Diaz is
Wow, I can't believe you went with Darwin Nunez. That's surprising for me. I didn't think you'd actually pick Darwin Nunez.
I'm betting on him to actually do well. He has got a lot of. Actually, you're saying Baby Oil FC. It's actually called the Moisture Makers. That's my team name. So you're pretty close.
Yeah. Well, listen,
Pretty
when they put the baby oil on, you definitely get a little bit more moist underneath, and there's nowhere for the sweat to go or for the other.
You know
things
what?
to go.
I'm still wondering what if Wolves are going to play my man's at all, or if they're just going to leave him on the bench to oil himself up. I don't know, or if he's even going to be on the team. He isn't featured at all in the preseason, so that'll be interesting. I got Ward Prowse as well, but it says. Why does it say Leeds at home and for Kane it says Chelsea away?
Yeah, I don't know why it's going ahead because I think you're under pick team and you can't pick a team anymore for match week 1, so you would have to
Correct.
pick the team for match week 2. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm in a couple leagues here. I joined Irish Hotspurs League yesterday or the day before. Got a couple leagues going, so
Arsenal's
remains to be seen.
goalkeeper Ramsdale is all over the place. He is
Yeah.
like he's almost conceded twice by dawdling on the ball. It's insane.
Not
Uh,
surprised. Not surprised.
have you caught any of the All or Nothing?
I've just seen clips of it on Twitter and stuff. I haven't seen the actual episodes, but I will
you
certainly
gonna
be
wa-
watching. I'll be watching next week's one when they show the Newcastle and the Tottenham games. That'll be hilarious. I just the only thing I worry about, or not worry, the only thing I'd be disappointed about. If you remember when they did the Tottenham season last season or season before, and they showed when Sonny got sent off and they had the in the dressing room cameras.
yeah.
That was obviously at Tottenham. I don't know if they're going to have in the dressing room cameras for when Arsenal played Tottenham, because that would have been at Tottenham, or when they played Newcastle, that was away at Newcastle. So I don't know if they would have taken cameras and set them up in the away dressing room. So I'm not sure we're going to get the real juicy content, the real moisture.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
You got to really dig deep. You know, if you're playing in the dirt, you know, where I come from, sometimes when you're a kid, all you got is the dirt and them trees and stuff to play in. So when you're digging holes and imagining what you can fill these holes with, when you're digging real deep, that's when you get to the real nice, moist, cool soil underneath. It's the underlayer that's where you want to go.
Yeah. And unfortunately, that's not going to happen because away dressing rooms are usually quite shallow, kind of grimy, filthy dirt, not the nice, moist stuff that's a little bit closer.
No, you're damn right about that. Sean, I know you got to go soon. You
Yeah, I
have
do.
some things you got to do.
I'm sorry.
Well, we might as well, Jacob. You want to get into score predictions and then wrap it up?
Yeah, you got like 5-6 more minutes. We can do score predictions. We can just wrap things up. All right, cool. Let's do it.
All right, Sean, kick us off, man. Score predictions for tomorrow's Premier League opener at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium against Southampton. What you got?
2-1 Tottenham. Goals scored from I'm going to say like Sonny the first, and I think we're going to get the last one a little bit later on, and it's going to be some like a surprise Eric Dyer header or something out there. I don't think Kane's going to get a goal tomorrow. I think Sonny's going to get one, and then a little bit of a stranger, maybe an Emerson lucky one or something. So I think something out there for the second that's going to win the game in the 83rd, 84th minute. That's what I think. I think it'll be a tight game as well, boys. I don't think it's going to be as easy as we all hope it will. So.
Okay. All right. Jacob, what you got, man? How we feeling?
I'm feeling confident. We get the dub. I don't feel confident that we get the clean sheet. So I have Southampton scoring 1. Hopefully that one and only goal that they're going to score is from James Ward-Prowse, who's on my fantasy team that we just showed. And then I'm also going to say it's going to be a 4-1. I think Harry Kane's going to come out with a hat trick opening day. He don't give a shit. He going to show the whole world what everyone was missing last season, which is a focused, fit, six-pack, washboard ab Kane with the solid shoulders and the thick arms. And I think he's going to come in. That's why I picked him on my fantasy team, was because I was just like, this guy, I think he's going to be through the roof this season. I think Harry Kane is going to give us plenty of things to be super, super excited about. I see the fourth goal coming from like a Kulusevski, hopefully, because he's also on my fantasy team. But either a Son or a Kulu or a random like a Dyer or a Højbjerg just pelting the ball and seeing.
I think Højbjerg might get one
because it's his old team. He might like it, but I see Kane at least with a hat trick of goal contributions. Maybe not goals. I can see him maybe sneaking one of them to Sonny just because he's trying to share the love, trying to show everyone that he's all in, fully taught him. Hopefully he says Coys in his next post. But that's my prediction. 4-1 Harry Kane hat trick with the fourth with a mystery goal scorer, maybe a Kulusevski or a Højbjerg.
Nice. Love it.
Michael, where are you feeling? I was hyped. You got the bobblehead. I don't even have the bobblehead. There's the bobblehead. There it is. He's one of our own. He's one of our own.
The wrong colour hair, though.
Harry
Kane. He's one of our own.
That looks more like Peter Crouch than Harry Kane.
Yeah. It's a little bit
Parker
scary,
Walls had Kane. Yeah.
I am going 4-1. Or no, sorry. 4-0 Tottenham. Harry Kane with 2. Son with 1. And Kulusevski with 1. 4-0. I think we're gonna spank him.
Keep the clean sheet.
Keep the clean sheet.
You don't see Romero giving a hard, sturdy, long schlong tackle outside the box.
He will.
James Ward-Prowse doing something.
It won't be a foul. It'll be clean.
Hey, I'm all for it. I hope we keep the clean sheet. I hope. I truly, truly hope. I'm going to read through some of the predictions that the chat, our loyal chat that has been here from the beginning. Let's see the predictions. Cube says Kane scoring. That's quite the prediction. I believe it too. Bobby K, 3-0 Spurs, Sonny, Kane, and Kulusevski, Deki, whatever you want to call him. Dyer winner. That's Sean's prediction. I hope so. I love to see it. Parker Wall says Harry Kane hat trick, baby. Kane will be ready for it. Cube says Son will assist Kane, and Kane will be scoring for fun. To that I say turn the faucets on. Let it run, baby. Because I mean, you know what they say, once you open the floodgates, it's hard to stop it. So let's hope we hit the ground running and really, really give us something to get overhyped about, at least for me. Because we could be top of the league depending on goal differential. You never know.
Yeah. No, for sure. Well, regardless, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to another edition of the United Spurs of America podcast. Want to give a shout out to Sean. Thank you so much from Spurs Talk Show for joining us today. We really do appreciate it. Make sure to go over to his channel as well. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and then also turn the notification bell on for both of our channels whenever we may go live and also post videos. But regardless, Sean, thank you so much for joining us today on this fabulous Friday afternoon, Friday evening, where you're at as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for making your debut on our channel. Thank you so much to our 5 sponsors as well, who have donated to anchor.fm/United Spurs of America. If you want to become a sponsor, if you want to become an official supporter of this podcast, hit the link down below that's scrolling on the ticker, and you will become an official supporter and founding father of this podcast and YouTube channel. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys to everyone in the chat as well. Jacob, do you have anything else to add on, my friend?
I just want to say, man, big thanks to everyone who tunes in, watches this live, watches this back. Whether you with us, you against us, I love you, and I appreciate you listening to my voice and me talking right now. The pin link doesn't open, says Bobby K.
You put the bunny back in the box. You sound a little bit like Con Air, like the guy. What's his name? Nicolas Cage.
Did my Southern come out a little bit of that?
Yeah, it sounded a little bit like the box.
Michael, your puppy just peed by the door.
She's right here.
Oh, hi.
The official mascot.
Maybe I have to rewind the stream, Michael. I think they got her on cam peeing by the door.
Peeing?
Peeing.
Peed by your door, mate. Oh, man.
Oh, no.
I'll have to clean it up afterwards.
What's his name or her name?
Casey. This is Casey Mama.
Casey. What's happening, Casey?
Michael, clean up aisle 2.
Clean up aisle 2. Oh, man.
No, I want to say big ups. First,
got caught on camera.
Yeah, she's bro. It's like the
bubble
camera
at some point, you know. Not the end of the world, is it?
I do. My final thoughts is going to be just big thank you to Sean taking time out of your busy schedule to be here with us today, making your first official appearance. It means a lot to me, means a lot to the channel, so appreciate you being here. I also want to say big shout out James Joris, J. Co, Mile High Hotspur, C Cubed, and 3 Spurs boys, Bobby K in the house. You guys and gals, you're everything to us. You are building us. You are helping us. You give me good feelings when I go to sleep and good feelings when I wake up. So I want to say thank you to you. I hope you have a great weekend and a great game day tomorrow.
First official match weekend, ladies and gentlemen. The Premier League is officially back as well. Be safe if you are going to the match. Be loud, be proud. We'll be watching you on the telly across the pond. Big up the lads. And Jacob?
Come on, you Spurs.
Course.
United Spurs of America.